Good day, you're watching the International News Update. Oil prices around the world are increasing as tensions continue in the Middle East. Experts say that the conflict in the region is affecting the global supply of oil and causing concern in international markets. For more details, we go live to our reporter. Good day, here are the latest updates on the conflict involving Iran, the United States, and Israel. The war escalated on February 28, 2026 when the United States and Israel launched military strikes on Iranian targets, including military bases and missile systems. The operations also lead to the death of Iran's supreme leader, which further increased tensions in the region. For more details on the situation, we go live to our reporter.
Thank you, Ms. Jamaica. In response to the attacks, Iran launched missiles and drones toward Israeli areas and U.S. military bases in the Middle East, including those in Kuwait and Jordan. These strikes have caused casualties and raised fears of a larger regional war. Reports say that hundreds of airstrikes have already been carried out by U.S. and Israeli forces against Iranian targets, damaging several military facilities. The conflict has also affected the global economy, fighting near the Strait of Hormuz, an important route for global oil transport, has disrupted shipping and caused oil prices to rise worldwide. Meanwhile, Iran has announced a new supreme leader, Mujtaba Khamenei, following the death of his father. Experts worry that this leadership could change further increased tensions. Back to you, Ms. Jamaica.
Thank you for that report. As the conflict continues, many world leaders are calling for diplomacy to prevent the situation from becoming a wider war. That is the latest update on the U.S.-Iran conflict. Thank you.
Experts also warn that higher oil prices could lead to increased costs for transportation, electricity, and everyday goods around the world. Governments and economists are now carefully observing the situation as it may influence the global economy in the coming weeks. Reporting live, this is the latest update on the rising global of oil prices. Back to you in the studio, Jamaica.
Thank you for that report. Authorities continue to monitor the situation as rising oil prices may affect economies worldwide. We will keep you updated with the latest updates.
The Midday Report. The economy inflation data hits the tape. The Bureau of Labor Statistics has just released the Consumer Price Index CPI report for February. The number's inflation rose to 2.5% year over year, a slight tick up from January's 2.4%. The drivers, while shoulder costs are beginning to stabilize a recent surge in global energy. The prices is keeping pressure on the all items index. The impact. This data is the final major hurdle for the Federal Reserve's meeting next week. The strait is currently split on whether the Fed will go through with a long-awaited interest rate cut or hold steady to ensure the inflation doesn't rebound.
Good morning, Philippines. Here's the latest news about the rising prices of goods. Here's Sabeliana with the details.
One of the main problems in the country today is the continuous increasing the prices of basic goods. Many Filipinos families are struggling because food items like rice, vegetable, meat, and fish have become more expensive. As a result, many families are being careful and trying to save money. According to the Department of Trade and Industry, they are continuously monitoring the prices of goods in the market to ensure fair pricing and prevent consumers from being exploited.
Good day. We turn now to a high-stakes political shootout in the capital. Lawmakers are moving faster to decide on the removal of Vice President Sara Duterte from her position. The House representative says she has 10 days to answer the complaints against her. These complaints claim she did not follow the law, even using government money. Meanwhile, a new legal battle has started over stories of suitcase full of cash. For the details, we go to our reporter.
Thank you, government officials are fighting back against claims that they took bribes. Yesterday, Lela de Lima and Bureau of Correction Chief Gregorio Catapang Jr. filed cases against a lawyer and 18 men. These men claim they delivered bags of cash to different politicians. De Lima and Catapang says these are all lies, meant to protect the Duterte family from illegal problems. At the same time, the court has ordered the government to hold 16 properties belonging to former Congressman Zaldico. This is to make sure he can pay back over 215 million pesos if he found guilty of stealing money from a ghost flood control project. Zaldico is currently hiding in considered fugitive. Back to you, Angkor.
A viral video scandal allegedly involving Filipino actors Aaron Villaflor, Ron Angeles, Nico Natividad, and Jel Curva is currently trending on social media. Many netizens have referred to the issue as the Big Four video scandal. Aaron actor Villaflor denied the allegation and said that the issue is only a smear campaign or an attempt to ruin his reputation. Meanwhile, Ron Angeles responded in social media, post saying, "Relax kayo dyan." Actors Jel Curva and Nico Natividad have also spoken about the viral video is circulating online and shared a statement regarding the issue. So, that's the latest update on the trending controversy online. This is Sherwin John Dipio reporting for Newsline.
Thank you. As this case moves forward to the political divide and the country continues to grow, we will keep you updated on the result of these hearings. This is our Nation News for today. Thank you for joining us. Usa ka masalimuot na trahedya sa usa ka pampasahiruang barko sa Basilan noong January 26, 2026 sa baybayin ng Basilan.
Referring nga nalunod tuol sa Basilan ni atong January 26, 2026. Samtang nagbiyahe gikan sa Buanga City padulong Hulos-Sulod. Dagang pasahero sakay sa barko sa dihang kini kalit nga nalunod sa dagat. Sa maong insidente, dagang tawo ang luwas apan dagan usab ang namatay ug adunay mga nawala. Ang Philippine Coast Guard ug uban pang rescuer nagpadayon sa search and rescue operation aron pangitawon ang mga biktima. Gituuhan nga ang posibleng hinungdan sa trahedya mao ang kusog nga balod sa dagat o posible nga sobrang karga o problema sa barko. Human sa insidente, ang gobyerno nagsugod og investigasyon aron mahibala ang tinuod nga hinungdan ug malikayan ang susamang trahedya sa umaabot.
Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Ani ang inyong local broadcasting update gikan sa atong komunidad. Sugdan nato ang balita bahin sa panahon. Sumala sa pinakabagong weather update, bilaong man ang maayong panahon sa buntag. Apan adunay posibilidad sa hinay hangtod medyo kusog nga ulan sa hapon. Busa, ginatambagan ang tanan nga magdala og payong kung mugawas sa balay. Samtang niini, adunay pahinumdo mga mga opisyal sa barangay alang sa tanang residente. Gipahinumduman ang tanan nga panatilihong limpyo ang atong palibot. Siguruha nga husto ang paglabay sa basura ug sundo ng schedule sa pagkolekta sa basura aron malikayan ang pagbara sa mga kanal. Labi na karon nga adunay mga pag-ulan. Sa ubang balita, magkakaroon og community clean-up drive karong umaabot ni Sabado. Alas 7 sa buntag, gianyayahan ang tanang residente nga makiapil og makikinabangay sa maong programa aron mapadayon ang ngalimpyo ug maayong kahimtang ang atong barangay. Og syempre, ayaw nato kalimtan ang pag-amping sa atong kahimsog. Himuang batasan ang kanunay nga paghugas sa kamot, pagkaon ug masustansyang pagkaon. Kana lamang sa pagkakaroon ng inyong local broadcasting update. Ako si Diana, nag-uulat para sa atong komunidad.
Thank you for that report. The local government continues to encourage citizens to cooperate in proper waste disposal and segregation to keep their barangays clean.
According to reports, some barangays in Iligan City are having difficulty keeping their areas clean due to the lack of effective system for waste collection and segregation. Some barangays also do not have a proper materials recovery facility where recyclable, biodegradable, and residual waste should be separated. To address their problems, the local government and volunteer groups are conducting clean-up drives and coastal.
Good afternoon everyone. Ngayong 2026, patuloy na hinaharap ng Barangay Tambakan ang baha dahil sa baradong kanal, siltation at hindi sapat na drainage system. On February 6, the situation worse due to Typhoon Basya. May 3 taong paghihintay pa para sa dredging permit mula sa DNR. But action is already being taken. On March 3, dredging operation began as part of Upland Kontrabaha. Kasama rin dito ang Project Daloy, ang pangmatagalang plano ng lungsod para sa paglaban ng baha. On February 25, Lanao del Norte also conducted clean-up activities under Operation Tabang. Maaari nang ma-access ng lungsod ang 35 bilyong pondo ng NDRRMC at 60 bilyong local government support fund para sa mga proyekto. The DPWH plan to complete all master plan this year and finish all project by
Good day, today we will be interviewing boxing players to know more about their experience and who motivates them. Excuse me, may I know who motivates you in this field?
Ang akong papang nakamotivate sa ako ni ma'am. Since bata mo tugod ka nang ginatrain na dito ko niya dito and so naanad ko ato nga kanina lang sport akong piliyon ko and also I love this sport because tungod ani nga sport is dalan kog mga nakaila ani nga sa mga strangers kanang sa pag-spar na amigo na ko sila kanang the more na mo ihit og kuan kusog ang amuang kuan na mo pagsumbag na mo empower na mo the more pud ni naka-banding naka-close ang among banding pud no.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Detroit Pistons extend Eastern Conference lead as Jalen Duren dominate the paint in a blow win over Memphis. The lead story, NBA action. The Detroit Pistons continue their surprising surge at the top of the Eastern Conference. Last night, they dismantled the Memphis Grizzlies 126 over 110. Jalen Duren was the star of the show, putting up a massive 30 points, 13 rebound double-double. Complementing him was Cade Cunningham, who orchestrated the offense with 17 points and the 15 assists. Out west, Kawhi Leonard made history in the Clippers' 119 over 108 victory over the Chicago Bulls. Leonard tied Bob McAndrew franchise recorded by scoring at least 20 points in 44 consecutive games. Meanwhile, the Houston Rockets edges out of the Pelicans 107 over 105 thanks to a clutch 18-footer from Kevin Durant with just 7 seconds remaining.
Meanwhile, the northeast monsoon or Amihan is prevailing over Luzon, causing occasionally cloudy sky and rains. Meanwhile, the Pag-asa announced that the end of La Nina and Eastern Pacific is in neutral phase, which a chance of El Nino by the end of the year.
Pasabog talaga ito si Andrea Brillantes. May bago siyang kanta kasunod ng pakulong na hack ang kanyang Instagram account at yan ang pop rock song na Gaga. And her alter ego dyan ay si Andrea bilang si Ramona na aminado sa kanyang flaws. Bago ang release ng kanta, matatanggaang na-hack ang IG ni Blythe pero ni-reveal din niya ito na promotional stunt lang daw ito para sa kantang Gaga. Mapapanood din dito soon sa TV Newsline si Andrea with Enrique Hill sa serye A Secret in Pop. The drama started when a leaked 15-second clip from high-end security camera surfaced on Twitter. In grainy footage, Elara Vance, known for America's Sweetheart, image is seen entering the private dressing suit of her rumored nemesis and the girlfriend, Solane Rivers, during the rehearsal for the Global Music Award.
Umalma si star Anafo contestant Jasmine Cortez speech sa pahayag ng isang kongresta kaugnay sa kanyang kapatid nasa HO Time host na si Ann Curtis. Sabi ni Jasmine, hindi lang ito tungkol sa kanyang ate, kundi tungkol sa lahat ng mga babaeng minamaliit or na-objective ng mga lalaking nasa kapangyarihan ang kagaya-gayaan niya. Sinabi ni Quezon City 4th District Representative Bong Satay tungkol kay Ann ay nagpapalakas daw ng maling pagtingin ang mga babae, sabi pa ni Jasmine. Pinag-usapan dapat ang mga buluwang sa pamalaan ng kontribusyon, ideya at pamumuno ng mga babae imbes na bilang subject ng himanasyon. Kung gusto daw ng bansa ang mas ligtas na mundo para sa mga babae, dapat magsimula ang pananagutan ng iniluklok ng publiko. Walang pahayag si Ann Curtis sa ngayon.
Ano kaya ito? Uy, Fujibar! Fujibar! Ang sarap! Sa ICI, di ka magmahay. ICI! And the end, ikaw kay malipay. O ICI,
Sobrang lakas ko na.
di ka magmahay. ICI! And the end, ikaw kay malipay. O ICI, di ka magmahay. ICI! And the end, ikaw kay malipay.